Okay, long-term parking, Gerard?
So on the agenda tonight is the authorization for the solicitor to advertise the residential parking permit ordinance that we've been talking about. I would like to ask that this be postponed. I know there was a discussion at the police committee meeting today about the enforcement and the challenges that are being faced there, so I'd like to take it back to the committee to have further discussion. So.
Do you want to put it on the work session agenda?
I'll let you know before then.
Okay.
Our long-term parking meeting is tomorrow night, actually.
Okay. Sure. Can you come to the microphone?
Alex Half, Isaac Newton's Restaurant. I've been coming to these council meetings for 20 years. And parking has always been a major issue in this town. And I'm not sure I understand this ordinance, but do I understand it that you're going to issue permits to people that live in the borough and they will be the only ones that will be able to park in front of their houses? Is that the concept?
Yeah, roughly the concept is that, you know how along State Street there's 2-hour parking for anybody without a permit, for, anybody. The concept would be in front of, on certain streets, Court, Center, Mercer, and Penn, between Court and South Congress. That would be posted 2-hour only parking unless you had a resident permit. And if you were a resident, you could park there 24/7.
Who parks there now?
I think it's a mixture between residents and employees in town and other visitors.
Correct. Mostly employees in town. And where do you think those employees in town are going to go park?
That's one of the things that the committee's been discussing.
Well, I can tell you where they're going to go. They're going to go in the municipal parking lot.
One of the
there isn't enough room for customers in town as it is. And if you put all those employees in the parking lot, there's going to be no place for a customer to park to come buy anything in this town. I've been coming to these meetings for 20 years, attempting to address parking problems, and there has not been one single solitary improvement in the parking situation in this borough in 20 years. Everything that's been done has made it worse. And now you're proposing something that's going to make it ridiculous. I'm the second largest employer in this town. I'm the third largest by paycheck. The bank is second by paycheck, but most of their employees are not employed in the town. All of my employees are. It's 105 people that are presently parking, for the most part, someplace other than the borough parking lot. Now, there's not 105 at once, but there's a good 40 to 50 at any given time.
So the committee
Those people are parking off-street. And you're going to put those people, along with the bank employees that presently park on the street, and other employees of other stores on Main Street that can't park any more than 2 hours on Main Street. It's bad enough that the employees do park on Main Street for 2 hours and move their cars across the street. This town needs parking meters, and it needs parking meters enforced. And it needs to take the money from the parking meters and buy old buildings and knock them down and make parking. There were two great opportunities that got totally blown in the last 5 years to do that. I'd like to see something positive, something happen in 20 years. When I first came here, we're going to build a parking garage. Now it's 20 years later, Alan Smith's going to build a parking garage. It's going to benefit his project, not benefit anybody on the other end of town, just his project. And it's not even big enough to benefit anybody in town. But that's another story. That's not the issue tonight. I'm just curious as to how you're going to address this issue in such a way that the people that are going to be blocked from parking on these streets, where are you going to put them? You're going to give them a bunch of tickets, then they're going to go to work someplace else.
So I
Gerard,
appreciate,
You have your parking meeting tomorrow evening,
yeah,
right?
can I finish, please?
Sure, certainly.
Meeting.
A couple things. One is the committee's looking to balance both needs, right? The residents have needs, and the business owners have needs. And
The residents, for the
figuring
most
out-
part, have driveways, don't they?
figuring out where the business employees can park, and there's some ideas that are being floated about how that might be accommodated, at least in the short term, behind 10 Center. And there's other ideas that the committee's considering. You know, we've been welcoming businesses to come and be part of that discussion. The meeting is actually tomorrow night at 7 at Borough Hall. We would love for you to come to help brainstorm with us to figure out a way to solve some of these issues. You know, so the committee is not just looking at resident parking; it's also looking at the issues that you're facing.
Well, when I came here tonight, I didn't know that there was going to be a long-term parking committee meeting tomorrow night. I have been asked, or excuse me, I have asked in the past, years and years and years, to be on some sort of a parking committee, but there never seemed to ever really be a parking committee. Marcia, I've been coming to meetings since, well, half of Borough Council was here tonight that I've been before over the last 20 years. And including Mr. Johnson.
So you're welcome tomorrow night, and the more ideas, the better, because we need to figure it out, and we need
I
to
don't
balance.
know. I don't know that I can, but I thought I would like to voice my opinion. And if I can be at that meeting, I would be glad to be at that. I would like to do that. But I just thought I would bring that up in front of all Borough Council. Thank you.
Anything else on parking? Okay.